ladies and gentlemen, your next comic is internet famous, which is basically like he's anonymous in Alaska, but he's internet famous. Ellen knows who he is. The host of the Today Show know who he is. Alicia Keys could not give a fuck who he is.
Kind of a big deal.
But he's a tremendous dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Justin Lawrence Hoyt.
Justin! Woo! JLH!
Yeah! Woo! Oh my God! Oh, I can't believe he's here!
God, guys, thank you so much for that introduction. You guys are the best. So you guys a big Trump crowd, or?
Yeah, make America great.
I saw this sign. I saw this sign the other day where it's like this guy hanging out at a rally, and he was holding this sign that said, "Love trumps hate." I was like, well, that's nice. I mean, that's like, it's kind of edgy. It still takes a jab at Trump, but still sends a positive message. That's a good thing. But then I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know which rally this guy's at. Like, you could be at a Trump rally, in which the sign would have read a little bit differently. It's like, I love how much Trump hates people. So I don't really know about the message there. By the way, I'm not flipping you off. I broke my finger. I'm sorry that it's this one and it's very reflective. like I can, it's like a bike messenger at night, like fucking going by you, pal. Like, I broke my finger on a stack of traffic cones. Not gonna explain it. Just let your imagination take you there. It'll be okay. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I went to Fred Meyer the other day, and I went to checkout line, and I had my Cocoa Pebbles and my Fruity Loops. I was checking out, and this old lady came up behind me. She was like behind me in line as I was checking out, and she leans in close and says, "Don't tell me who the mayor is." Like, what? What's going on? Don't fucking tell me who the goddamn mayor is. Like, okay. I wasn't going to in the first place. Like, this is easy for me. So I just got my shit and left. And that was it. That was the whole thing.
Woo!
Yeah. I went out to my car because I was done in Fred Meyer. I was walking out to my car and I saw these two guys ahead of me, and they looked back at me and did like a double take, like, "Oh hey, what's up, pal?" And they started slowing their pace. They didn't do the booty thing, but I figured I'd pepper that in just for you. So it felt like you wanted it. Anyway, I saw these two guys and they looked back at me and started slowing their pace, and they allowed me to catch up to them. So I was like, oh, okay, well, something's gonna happen here. And I got up to them, and the guy turns around and hands me takes his phone out of his pocket, and he's like, "Hey man, can you take a picture of me and my friend in front of Fred Meyer?" I was like, sure. Why not? He's like, yeah man, I approached you because you're not threatening. Like, you're not intimidating at all. Look at us compared to you. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do, bro? The fuck you gonna do? The fuck you gonna do? The fuck you gonna do, bro? And then I just took his picture and gave him his phone back. Then I went home and cried for like 5 hours. It was great. You guys okay? Thank you. Thank you for being okay. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Oh, God, that felt good. I've been very gassy lately. So if anything starts stinking on stage, it's me. Gonna move on. can move on from that. I went to a picnic with my girlfriend, and it was like an adult picnic. Like it was a good time. Like there was food, there was booze. It was a great thing. It was a great time. But one of the parents had this brilliant, or some of the parents had this brilliant idea of bringing their kids along. Like, oh man, dang it, there's kids here. There's nothing better to ruin a mood than to bring kids. It was great. It was a great time. So all these kids were just riding their bikes and playing in the street. They're just playing in the street the whole time. These kids playing in the street. They're playing in the street. Playing in the street. So we were watching them, and then this car started coming up behind this kid, and the dad yelled to the kid, like, "Get the fuck out of the road!" And the kid just stopped. Like a deer in the headlights. He's looking at his dad. "Dude, get the fuck out! There's a car behind you, let it pass!" Huh? "Dude, what? There's a car, look behind you, get out of the road and let it pass behind you." "Oh, you want me to get it? You want me to get out of the... Okay." And then he got out of the road. That was it. As the picnic went on, these kids started getting more and more aggressive because one of the parents brought juice boxes, so they just started getting hopped up on sugar. And one of these kids comes up to, like, I was talking to this group of people, we were all having a great conversation, and this kid comes up with her bike and just stops in the middle of our conversation and just stares at me. And doesn't say anything for 5 minutes. Just locks eyes and nothing. And I start trying to make conversation with her, like, "Hey, how's it going? What's your name?" Nothing. "That's a cool bike. Is it a Schwinn?" No response. And after a while, I look up, and all of the other parents had left. They had gone. Like, they knew what was happening here, and they were just like, "I'm fucking out. I'm done. I'm not getting involved in this." And so I start backing up out of this situation, and she just maintains her distance. It's like I'm trying to get out of this, and I'm running out of room. There's nowhere else to go. And I was thinking about this, and like, what if I did this as a fully grown adult, like person, and I just locked eyes with you for 5 minutes and didn't say anything. You tried making conversation, nothing, and then when you start backing away, I just follow you. Just getting closer and closer, making it really fucking weird, man. Just getting in there, getting deep, and making it happen. What would you do? You'd probably beat the shit out of me. Probably beat the shit out of me. So that's what I did. I beat up a 10-year-old girl, and I stole her bike. It's mine now, and it's my favorite bike.
It's a Schwinn.
And it's a Schwinn. So it was a great picnic. After the picnic, my girlfriend and I were going home, and we decided to get some more booze. So we were, it was a great time. And it was around the time that the fair was in town too. So we were like, oh hey, we might as well like stop by the fair. You know, we had a good day. Let's just have one more good day or one more good time. And we stopped by the fair, and as we were walking up to the fair, we saw this car screech to a halt at a green light. We're like, what just happened there? And we see this guy get out of the back passenger seat and run around the car and fling open the other door that the person that he was sitting next to, and just throws a punch directly into that person. What? So we didn't go to the fair. It felt like it was a bad omen. Didn't want to access those demons. I had a great time though. My girlfriend and I went home, and like we drank ourselves to sleep, and then in the middle of the night, I wake up to my girlfriend like cleaning frantically on the side of the bed, like just fucking getting shit in order. And I was like, what's going on? What's happening, babe? And she looks up at me and says, "You just threw your pillow into my face." While I was unconscious. This happened while I was unconscious. I wasn't a full person at this moment. And I asked her, like, what the fuck? Apparently, what I did while I was asleep, I picked up my pillow from underneath my face and threw it directly into her face, and it hit her face, and then hit her water, and then knocked into her phone, and then broke her phone. Like, what the fuck do you say to that? Like, I love you? I don't know. Because love trumps hate, guys. Anyway, I'm Justin Lawrence Hoyt. Thank you guys so much for listening. Welcome back to the stage, John Norris.